Good morning from Jerusalem. That was the palace of King David. Not a lot remains from it, but I want to show you the base of it, remains of that area. That wall is 3,800 years ago, built by the Jebusite, the Canaanite who King David actually conquered. You can see a tower here, and I'm standing on top of another tower. Sadly, the palace been destroyed. But the tour is not about the city of David itself. For that, you can actually visit it through my other videos. From here, you can see the valley, the divided city of David, and cemetery area on top of Mount of Olives. That cemetery area is one of the oldest Jewish cemeteries from the time of King David until now. But on top of Mount of Olives, you can see another thing here. That's a tower, the top of a tower. That is, now we can see it even better. That tower is part of the Ascension area. That is where Jesus ascended into heaven and promised us to come back again. We are leaving City of David because the aim of the tour is not that part. What we are going to do, we're going to enter to a kind of a tunnel that will take us to the Temple Mount. Drainage tower or sewage tunnel that was built by King Herod, and we excavated it lately and we can walk through it. Then we are leaving City of David. And we will enter to another excavation area. You can see a lot of religious Jews who are visiting City of David as we live. And about a week they will actually leave the yeshivas, the schools. They will have a month of vacation, the summer vacation. Givati parking lot was a parking lot, very important, the only parking lot for City of David, and the Western Wall, which is a little bit behind that wall. And but they're excavating here, then no more, because we have to ring the bell.
Calling now. Please wait a moment.
שלום, יש לי כרטיס למנהרות מפה. רגע, I have to show her the ticket.
זה לא עולה למטה?
כן, כן, מגבעתי למטה.
אז אתה עושה את המסלול בדיוק הפוך. קודם מאוד למטה ואז מגיע לגבעה.
רגע. Alright. Usually the tour is from the ceiling pool to here, and then through the drainage. איתך דיברתי? Yes, just a moment, I have to show you the ticket. Then, here we are. As you remember, that was a parking lot. And now you can see that it's part of a huge excavation. That's part of City of David. And if you thought the City of David is such a small place, then it's not. You can see a beautiful mosaic in front of you, and there are some like that. They're still excavating here. So many things to remember. I can tell you that here you can see a Byzantine mansion, and here we found lots of coins, golden coins from the 7th century. The Hakra, which is a fortress that was built by the Greek emperor when they conquered Jerusalem, is in the center, and there's a huge Jewish villa at the south part, which is beneath the houses that you see there. Then there are a million things to see here. But again, it's not part of the tour. I rang the bell, I showed the ticket to that lady, and now I will ring the bell again, and I will head to that Temple Mount area. It's a beautiful museum. You can actually start straight from that museum. You can start straight from that museum, Davidson Center, but I want to enter through the tunnel because it's beautiful. Then we have to walk down, and walking time is in history. You can hear the scholars talking about the finds. And now you have to ring the bell again, but before we'll do that, I want you to understand that we are there. That's where we are walking through, but the road from King Herod time was from here, above us. That road took us from the Siloam Pool, which is far there, to the temple. Then, although we're going to go through the drainage channel, I want you to understand that we are beneath the Pilgrim Roads, and let's just ring the bell.
Calling now. Please wait a moment.
All right, I will wait. Thank you very much. And ta-da-da-da, we are 2,000 years ago. The tunnel is narrow, but a fat man like me can walk there. And if you are not afraid from small places, then it's not a problem. It's chilly here, then it's an amazing option for summertime. And now we're in July. I love the tour in August, for example, when it's actually burning down here. Then stones to the right and to the left. And it's only for one person because it's, it's a tunnel. And if you want to clean it or maintain it, you need not more than one man in it. Why to waste a lot of money? I mean, to make it wider. And I'm the only one. Actually, we are the only one here. That is the walls of the city. Remember, you saw it. It was just behind the group of the religious Jews. That was the southern wall from 16th century. And we are heading. There's only one way down. You cannot get lost. Until we will reach to an amazing place. Let me tell you that I do have more than 19,000 videos. I'm not working from February 2020, and I'm not sure that I will work for the next few months. Now the situation in Israel is not so bad, but it's getting worse. And we are in July 2021, just a day before my birthday. Then, if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel. But lately, according to your wish, I do have a link for a donation site. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. Through there, I can pray for you, light a candle for you in Jerusalem or in any other place in Israel. And it's not a must, but that might be the only income of mine, but it's not a must. If you want to ask me some questions, slippery, you can just write me through that video, through YouTube, or in the description you will find my Facebook account and my Instagram. Ceiling is quite low here. It's still narrow, but I'm still the only one. Yes. Soon you will see something so special. Remember that I said that I could start straight from Davidson Center, but I decided to enter to Davidson through the tunnel. I love that area. All right, it's not straight anymore. What's happening there? Oops. Haha, it's turning left. Is there a reason for that? Yes. There's a road ahead, and we're crossing it. Here we are. Water system. Guess what? It's full with water. You can see the plaster to cover it, and the water was taken from there with a bucket. Wait, you're gonna see something that for so many years no one saw. It's there, but first, another water system from the Second Temple time, and when the Romans destroy that area, some Jews hide themselves here. The Romans knew about it, and they found so many of them. They set it on fire, and because of the smoke, you had to run away. You can see here a stone. The stone is not from here. Or maybe it is, but I'm not sure. But look at that. Some British excavator tried to dig in that area to find evidence for the temple. The temple at that time was at the time of at the hands of the Muslims. They couldn't do that through the Muslims. They did it secretly. And when the Muslims found it out, they had to run away. The tunnel is longer than that. Sadly, they cut it here, but it's okay because we are going to see the most beautiful area of that tunnel. My dears, this is the foundation of the Western Wall, the Wailing Wall. That's the part that for 1,000 years no one actually entered through it. Amazing, isn't it? Let me touch it for you. Because he knew that that will be the foundation underground, even in his time, and you can see that he didn't curve the stones beautifully. Because it wasn't important. You won't see it anymore. Beautiful to understand is that he didn't use cement. He actually used different system. There is a gap between that stone to another, and of course between that to other of 2 centimeters. And guess what? It's still solid. The Romans tried to destroy it, and I will show it to you at 70 AD when they destroyed the Jewish temple, but they decided to stop it because it was too difficult, and they decided to use it as their fortress, and later on they built a Roman temple instead. You can see that there are more excavations. Sadly, we cannot go in. It's still on process. And we are leaving the underground. We were there. And I wanted to see that stone. It looks like someone fell and destroyed something. Quite a step. Welcome to the Western Wall, the unknown part of it. The plaza that you know is behind that wall. But that, for so many years we thought that that was the street from the time of King Herod. But it wasn't. It was built, as we believe now, by his great grandson, Agrippa II. And it was beautiful and straight, and as you can see, it looks new. But something happened here. If it was built by Agrippa II at, let's say, 63 AD, no one used it for a long time, because at 70 AD, the temple was destroyed. And the Romans started to destroy it, slowly. And what you can see here are some of the Western Wall stones that were pushed down by the Romans. And a bottle of water from our time. 70 AD. The Romans are entering Jerusalem. And it was on these days, these weeks of the month of Av, and we are now at the month of Av, or soon at the month of Av, and at 9 at the month of Av, that temple will be destroyed. Month of Av is according, of course, to the Jewish calendar. Then you're walking on the street from 1st century. Unbelievable, isn't it? And what are those things? For that, let me show you something. That is part of a bridge that was built by King Herod to the temple. Where we can see it? Can you see the balding stone there? That is part of the arch. This is the temple. That is the stone that you saw. And the arch here. And reach that place. And from here you could see the stairs that took you down the ground. And here you can see shops. Why there are shops next to the Holy of the Jews? The Jews had to bring sacrifice that's supposed to be without any damage. Think about you. You are coming from the Galilee area. You have to walk for, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Are you going to bring goats? No, it's difficult. Then you will bring money, and with that money you will pay here at the shops, and they will give you goats instead. If you brought Roman money, but you need to give donation in Jewish coins, cannot bring Roman coins with the face of God into the temple, then in that case, if you will bring Roman coins, you will get here Jewish coins, exchange. And if you're Christians, you know that Jesus was against those people. He put them away and say, go away from my father's temple, go away from my temple. In that matter, well-known story. Let me use the stairs, and I want to show you the unfamiliar part of the Western Wall Plaza. Right there. That is the plaza for families. You know that at the Western Wall we have to divide men and women. Man cannot enter the women department, or cannot enter to the men department with women. Then in that case, after really years of pressure, the government allowed people like a Reformed Jews who actually prays together to have a plaza for themselves. Right here, it's called Ezrat Israel. Then if you want to have a bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah together, men and women, you can do that. That area used to be a Roman area of the 10th League, Roman League, the one who destroyed the temple. We found here bakery, a bread bakery here. I believe in my work that the Temple Mount was their base. I mean, why not use something that is so solid to protect themselves? But it's not everyone believes or thinks the same. Let me show you some other places here. At the just before Shabbat, enter, or before holidays, at the temple, right there, someone used a trumpet, played a trumpet, and everyone knew, da 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 da, instead of a watch, we didn't have watches at that time, that Shabbat is entering, that's it. Striking, 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 we are doing nothing else. Then in that case, that area is, here it is. We found here an inscription of it, Lebet Atkia. Amazing, isn't it? It was just like that. This is the inscription that we found to the place of the trumpeting too. Then that's how they announced Shabbat. Until today, in religious cities, you can hear the siren. Amazing. This is not the original. The original is at the Israel Museum, which is a must. But look how strong were the stones. We live in Robinson Arch and the Western Wall, and entering to the Southern Wall. Look at how big the stone is. Start from there. That's a wide. Look how long it is. Huge, isn't it? You can see that all the stones of King Herod were curved. And although with the southern wall it's still the same idea, you can see that people are placing some notes, requesting notes from here. I mean here, not only the Western Wall. Let me just take a picture of this beautiful street. Then we are going back. I forgot to do that. One picture, two pictures. Beautiful, isn't it? Then we are now at the Southern Wall. To the right, you can find palaces, Muslim palaces from the 7th century. Remember, the 7th century, Islam arrived to Jerusalem. And according to their tradition, Muhammad came to here and ascended into heaven. From that, he got the 5 prayers of a day from God himself. Why the Jewish temple is important? First of all, because God told us to build it there. Secondly, it was the foundation stone of the word. According to Jewish tradition, that's where God started to create a word. And Abraham almost sacrificed me, Isaac, on top of it. Someone is doing something. A lot of dust. We have no other choice. That's the wall that we actually went through. Southern wall of the temple. Al-Aqsa Mosque is right there. Sorry about the dust. Sorry about the noise. Why now? Let me stop that video until I will cross in. And for you, you won't notice it, but I will feel it. Then wait a minute, please. Don't go away. I'm standing now at the other side. I ran away from that duster. I don't know how to call that machine. Which is not so allowed in Israel because of the dust. There are so many ways to clean the floor, and you can see here the western wall, the southern wall of the temple, originally built by King Herod, at least the lower part of it. You can say that the rest is from different times. That is Al-Aqsa. That is where Muhammad reached. Came from Saudi Arabia riding on a wild animal, and I'm still running away from it. Not from Muhammad, from the dust. You can see the dome of Al-Aqsa. It's gonna be, gosh, it's like air conditioned. Although it's noisy, I think you can actually hear me and see everything. I'm trying to stay in the shade. City of David, I came from there. I bought a ticket there. You saw the Jebusite wall there, and you can see that there are so many excavations here. That area is called the Ophel. It's a biblical name, Ophel, from the word to climb up. And as you can understand, we are climbing up to the temple. And although the western wall is well known, the southern wall was more important because most of the Jews came from City of David that was there. And after they took mikveh, they went to a mikveh, a Jewish ritual bath. They entered through the road that we did to that area. In that area, there were two different kind of entrances. Let me take you there. We are entering through a Byzantine, a Christian neighborhood, and a monastery and church that was built on top of a Jewish area from 2nd century. And you can see here a Jewish mikveh. The Jews have to purify their body before they enter to holy sites. All right, then you can see the dome of the rock Al-Aqsa, or Al-Aqsa Mosque. See the dome of Al-Aqsa, and there is one entrance there. It's actually two entrances. And look at the stairs. Huge and wide stairs climbing all the way up to the temple. Here it looks like here it's called Hulda gates. And I can see it because the sun is in my eyes now, but I see the two stairs. You can see the two gates, and the three gates are there. We are going to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to touch it. Let's climb up. We are using the ancient stairs from 2nd century and from 20th century. You will see the difference immediately. One stair is wide, the other one is narrow. Wide and narrow. Why? The idea is that you already been purified. You purified your body, and you cannot run. You have to walk slowly to look. To look at the temple. Then that's one entrance. And we will do it just like the pilgrims did it. Slowly, we're entering to the most important secret place. If you're Christian, my friends, Jesus did it too. 3 times a year. Oh gosh. Here you can see an inscription in Hebrew. It's hot, quite hot, but for me, I love what I'm doing. The only problem is no tourist, but you are my tourist. You are my groups. You are my family. Look how beautiful is the valley, city of David, and behind that mount, not so far away from here, is Bethlehem. From here to the Nativity Church is only 9 kilometers, 5 miles. You can start to see the arches of the entrance, and this is an original stone from it. As we walk backward, you will be able to see it in a better way. Here it is. 1, 2, and 3. Basically, we could enter now, but we can't, because today it's a Muslim place. You can see 1, 2 original stones from King Herod. If we will continue to the corner of the southern wall, we are the southern wall, and the eastern wall, you can see the corner. Above it, that's where the devil tried Jesus. He tried it twice in Jericho and once here. He told him, jump, if you believe in God, he will catch you. And he said, I'm not trying God. Then another biblical Christian important site. From here you can see beautifully the Jewish cemetery from the time of King David until now. Amazing, isn't it? It's already 34 minutes. It's a long video, but if you like it and you're still watching my video, please write me something. I want to know who are the brave ones. Then, Hulda gates. That's the eastern one. The western one you saw there, it's part of the wall that the Muslims built. Then you could see a little part of it. Let's walk through those stairs. Remember, wine wide and wine not. I won't tell you that I'm sweating, but I'm happy. You know, I didn't visit Jerusalem for like 2 weeks, and I feel so lucky that I can do that. Byzantine area, as you remember. Look how beautiful the road is. And difficult to walk. It's still excavation in process. I want to reach another site. Let me see if they will let me do that. It looks okay. Remember, we are at the Ophel, O-F-E-L, to climb up, but we are now walking down because we already climbed a sewage system. Little bit of breeze. Thank you, God. Yeah, I think we will be able to reach that area. Then I know that it's a long video. Some of you love those long videos. We are reaching King Solomon wall. King Solomon, yes, the son of King David. And as you can see, I'm the only one. Oh. The one in the red is part of houses and walls from King Solomon time, first temple house. It's been destroyed by fire at 586 BC. Just like the Jewish temple at that time. Amazing. Look at the vases. No, it's not the original one. It's unbelievable. Davidson Center, for me, is one of the most important museums for Jews and Christians. But it looks like I'm the only one, again, part of the walls from 1st century. And you can see how it looks like. And I believe that wall that we actually crossed was from that time. Another mikveh is right there. Walking on the wall. The street is beneath that curtain. That's the street. Then that might be the towers, the garden towers that we saw at the painting. Originally, you could go out from there, but now, no tourist. Then let me see it again. It's the gatehouse and the royal structure from the first temple. Ayla Mazar, late, she just died a few months ago, decided this is King Solomon construction. True or not, let the scholars fight between themselves. But why not to believe that we found something from his time? All right, we have to climb all the way up. You don't need to see it because we are going back from the same place. If you like that video, remember, subscribe my channel and please write me. Tell me that you saw it. And if you do have some questions, please do that. And if you want to buy me a coffee, I need one right now. And it's something sweet next to it. Then see you, my dears.